So Nord CE2, Realme 9 Pro Plus. So if you want to buy a smartphone around 25,000, you might have shortlisted two phones. Well, OnePlus Nord CE2 and Realme 9 Pro Plus. And makes sense. Both have the same OS, Color OS, and both have really good specs and camera. Or not. Who knows? I'll tell you. This is Prateek, you're already watching TechVisor. And should you buy Nord CE2 or Realme 9 Pro Plus? And the answer to that is Realme 9 Pro Plus for most of the people. Why? What? Well, I'll tell you. First of all, look at the phones. In my opinion, both look good. You can like either of these, or hold on, let's ask people over here. So Nord CE2, Realme 9 Pro Plus, which one do you like the most, or which one do you think looks better?
Both of them have a very big chin. Is it glass? It feels like glass.
So which one do you think is glass and which one do you think is plastic?
ये plastic है, ये glass है, first of all.
क्या बात है? This is Manu test. Manu can just knock on the back panel and tell you whether it is glass or plastic. क्या बात है?
अपना भी talent है sir. This one feels like a glass if I look at it from this side, and this one looks plastic.
So you would be surprised to know that Nord CE2 is actually plastic and Realme 9 Pro Plus is glass. I kept both the phone in my pocket with a key, and actually the Nord CE2 got scratched here and this did it. And of course, in terms of specs, it's fact, like this is glass and this is plastic. So use a case, सावधान रहे, सतर्क रहे, and subscribe to TechVisor.
That's really interesting. Even knowing the fact that this is plastic and this is glass, it feels more premium. Maybe the design or maybe the brand power.
Now the same is the case with displays. You get a 1080p 90Hz AMOLED display on both the phones. Now both the phones have a solid chin. I mean, the top bezel is thin, but the chin is solid. But you would get used to it in day-to-day usage. And you get Wideband L1 1080p Amazon Prime Video on both the phones. But one practical difference you will feel is stereo speakers. Like OnePlus Nord CE2 has single speaker. So here, listen to it. And this is Realme 9 Pro Plus with stereo speakers. So definitely Realme 9 Pro Plus is much louder and bassier. So if you watch videos on speakers, Realme 9 Pro Plus will give you a better experience. So now build quality or display was more or less same on both the devices, but things now changed when we talk about camera. So Realme really hyped the camera on Realme 9 Pro Plus. Flagship camera with OIS. So we are here outside the studio to take some real life practical photos. So if you look at this Manu photo, first of all it looks really good, but if you zoom in, you can see the detail on Manu's sweater is far more visible in Realme 9 Pro Plus. Now first of all, straight up, Realme 9 Pro Plus takes a bit of saturated and boosted photos like you see in this leaves or this flower. So it is a bit boosted. Nord CE2 is much more natural, closer to real life. But Realme 9 Pro has a better sensor, period. Like as soon as you go in lower light, indoor light condition, the sharpness out of the Realme's photo is pretty clear. Even I liked the colors on Realme 9 Pro Plus. And in this 4K video, a lot of people have confusion whether OIS is working in videos or not. Well, it is working in videos, and as you can see, the 4K 30fps video of Realme 9 Pro is much stable than Nord CE2. But as soon as you turn on stabilization, you will get 1080p 60fps video, and it is stable on both the cameras. Now I'll show you one really interesting thing. Like I'm taking Manu's photo right now, and a harsh sunlight is coming from behind, and this is a problem I've seen with every OnePlus phone. Now you see the photo, there is halo effect on Manu's face. This is just bad HDR, and I've seen time and time again with all the OnePlus phones. And this is not just this one photo, and all of them have the same bloomy effect, bad HDR on Nord CE2. Also, both the phones have an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. So the photos straight up, Realme has a bit boosted, saturated, but the details are same. If you take in indoor conditions, the photos are a bit soft. And of course, you get a 2 megapixel macro camera on both the phones, and क्या ही बोले फोटो पे. Now both the phones have a 16 megapixel selfie camera, and again the colors are different on both the phones, but that HDR effect or halo thing is still present on Nord CE2 in selfies as well. So I like the selfies more on Realme 9 Pro Plus. And this is through the front camera of the OnePlus Nord 2 and Realme 9 Pro Plus, and both can shoot up to 1080 30 fps. And I'm working on a bridge with lots of traffic beneath me, if that's the right word. So you can have an idea of the mic quality and yes, all that pee pee poo poo, all of that. So we waited through the night to take some low light photos, and the real use of OIS comes in low light. So as you can see, when you hit the shutter in night mode, the phone waits for about 1 second. The photo on Nord CE gets a bit blurred and shaken, whereas the Realme 9 Pro Plus is really sharp. So as soon as the light reduces, the OIS works and the photos come out sharp on the Realme 9 Pro Plus. Now performance is the most confusing part here. See, you get Dimensity 900 on Nord CE 2, whereas you get Dimensity 920 on Realme 9 Pro Plus. Now you would be like, Pratik, 920 is the biggest number, so 920 is greater than 900. Antutu and all shows 920 is better, but you don't buy a phone to run benchmarks, right? So let's keep the benchmark aside. In real life, if you game a lot, so now in terms of graphics, you can go 60 FPS in smooth graphics and 40 FPS in HDR graphics. Expired. Nice one, Pratik.
Target down. Reloading.
So you get extreme frame rates in smooth graphics, and max you can go is ultra FPS in HDR graphics. It's same on both Nord CE and Realme 9 Pro Plus. So we'll play at extreme FPS in smooth graphics. Nice, bro. Oh, there is some frame drops here and there. Huh? See, it goes to like 30 FPS.
Target down. Enemy down.
I think OnePlus should provide few updates to at least improve this gaming performance.
Killing spree for the blue team!
Again there were frame drops here and there. So in our limited amount, Realme 9 Pro Plus plays better consistently compared to Nord CE2. And one thing you will do most in real life is open camera app. So see here, I have cleared all the apps, and now let's open the camera. Oh, it's same. I think it's same. Let's do it once more. 1, 2, 3. Almost same. One more thing you will do a lot is unlock your phone throughout the day. So here is a side by side. About the same, I would say. One more time. Slightly faster on OnePlus Nord 2 CE, but still the same. Now again, see, I have these 5 apps on the screen and we'll open them side by side because app opening is one thing that you would do daily. And now we have cleared the memory, and let's go with BGMI. And we'll just open the settings screen and go back. And now let's open a smaller game, Alto's Odyssey. There you go. Okay, so it's kind of same on both the phone at the same time. Now let's open Prime Video. It's faster on the Realme, and let's just open a random page. Now let's go with Google Chrome. Top 12 fixes for iPhone flashlight not working. Great. So yep, there it is. And now let's open the camera as the last app. Almost the same on both the phones. Now let's go back and check if the app is in memory. With BGMI, this thing is in memory. Here it reloaded. Interesting. Now we are doing this for the 3rd time because retakes. And the Nord CE2 reloaded the game all the 3 times. Very interesting. There was only 5 apps in the RAM. Let's go and check Alto's Odyssey. Here again it has reloaded, which is very strange. So as you can see, the app opening time was more or less the same, but the RAM management in Realme 9 Pro Plus is far better than Nord CE2. So more than benchmarks, you do these practical things in real life like opening camera, opening apps, or unlocking your phone. Now the Nord CE2 here has 6GB RAM and 128GB storage, whereas the Realme 9 Pro Plus here has 8GB RAM and 256GB storage. So Realme 9 Pro Plus is the winner here. Now software is the most disputed part, and I feel weird and shocked saying this. Realme 9 Pro Plus comes with Android 12 right out of the box, whereas OnePlus Nord CE2 comes with Android 11. I mean, it's 2022 and Realme has the latest Android update than OnePlus. Weird times. And OnePlus has promised 2 years of Android updates, so you will get till Android 13 in Nord CE2. And Realme hasn't made any promises, but by old track record, Realme provides 2 years of updates, so you should get till Android 14. But remember, it's not a promise. Now, in terms of software features, one feature I really loved in Realme UI 3.0 is, here, have a look. See, suppose if you have opened the gallery over here, you can swipe up and hold to put the app into floating window. And now, suppose I am using Google Keep Notes and I want to just put 3-4 pictures in this note. So I can tap on this window, long press, select about 8 images, and then I can just hold and drag and drop into keep notes. Now this drag and drop works in most of the new Android 12 apps. Send some photos to Manu and I can just put it here and these photos are here. So this works only in the new latest updated Android 12 apps. But this is a really cool feature. So Realme has worked a lot on windows and gestures and it is good. But yes, you do get bloatware in Realme UI. It can be uninstalled, but OnePlus is still bloat free. No recommendations, no ads, nothing. Now, a lot of you guys and even on the internet, I could see Realme showing ads in some of their own apps. Like here, you see this is My Files app from Realme and you can see a bit of app recommendation here in the files list. Now, there are a few small, common but important things like both the phones have 4500 mAh battery, but you get 65 watt charging with Nord CE2, whereas you get only 60 watt charging with Realme 9 Pro Plus. So in real life, the Nord CE2 charges 0 to 100 in 40 minutes, whereas Realme 9 Pro Plus charges in about 50 minutes. Now that 5 watt difference in charging makes the Nord CE2 charge a bit faster in the starting. That's why you see a 10-minute difference. And both the phones, you get all the important sensors, gyroscope, compass, and proximity sensor. Only Nord CE2 has NFC. Also, the call quality on both the phones are pretty good. I didn't have any issues. And both the phones have Wi-Fi 6, 4G plus carrier aggregation, and I didn't find any difference in internet speeds on both the phones. Also, you get 8 bands of 5G on Nord CE2 and you get 5 bands of 5G on Realme 9 Pro Plus. Now, personal opinion, 4 to 5 bands of 5G are good enough. Now, Indian government is going to auction 5G bands in March. So by the end of 2022, we'll have clarity on what 5G bands will be available in India. So now, finally, what should you buy? Realme 9 Pro Plus or Nord CE2? Well, to answer that, we have to first understand your needs. See, if you talk about pricing, Realme 9 Pro Plus sells for 24,999. By applying card discounts and offer, you can bring down the price to 22,999. And for that price, for most people, it's a really good phone. If camera, latest Android, performance is your priority, Realme 9 Pro Plus definitely takes better photos and videos and comes with the latest Android 12. Now, Nord CE2 sells for 23,999. You can get 1500 card discount, which brings the price to 22,499. Almost the same price, there's a 500 difference. So if you want a clean bloat-free UI, you can get the Nord CE2. For OnePlus users, it's the cheapest OnePlus phone out there. Don't buy the original Nord CE, buy the Nord CE2. On that note, you can watch this interesting video where we compared Realme 9 Pro Plus with flagships like Pixel 6 and iPhone 13. And on that note, this is Pradeep signing off. See you tomorrow. Pew pew.